Srodoshi Tahrin. Do you like science experiments? I love them, and today I'm going to show you two fun science experiments. So the first science experiment is the water density experiment. First, do you know that why do things float or sink in water? I think that it floats or sinks in water because of the density of water. So to prove this, I will be doing an experiment. So the things we will be needing are 3 glasses filled with water, salt, spoon and 3 eggs. At first I poured water in 3 glasses. Now I will be putting salt in 2 glasses. The first glass will have plain water. The second glass will have a little amount of salt. The third glass will have a greater amount of salt. Now I will stir it properly using a spoon. Now I will be putting eggs in the 3 glasses. So at first I am putting an egg in the first glass containing plain water. See that the egg is sinking. Now I will put another egg in the second glass. See that the egg is not floating or sinking completely. Now I will put another egg in the third glass. See that the egg is floating. But do you know why is it floating in different positions? It's happening because of the density of water. Here the density of the object is greater than the density of water. That's why the object is sinking. Over here the density of the water is greater than the density of object. So that's why the object is floating. And over here the density of water is similar to the density of the object. And that's why here the object is not floating or sinking completely. I hope that now you understand that how the density of water and objects affect the floating of an object. And in real life we use this in many places. For example, in cooking, when we put oil with water, that time we see that the oil is floating on top of the water. But do you know why does it happen? It happens because the density of water is greater than the density of oil. That's why the oil floats on top of the water. So we are done with the first experiment. Now we will do another experiment called the magnetic force experiment. Do you know that why don't we float in Earth and why do we float in space? I think that we float in Earth because our Earth has a gravitational force, and we don't float in space because I think that in space the gravitational force and magnetic force becomes neutral. So to prove this, I will be doing another experiment. So the things I'll be needing are an empty box, a thread, nail, a magnet, tape and a toothpick. So at first in an empty box, as you can see, I have already tied the thread to the nail very tightly. I have already sticked the lower part of the thread to the bottom of the box. Now I will stick the magnet to the top of the box. Now if I take the nail upwards, see that it's sticking to the nail. Here the nail is just being attracted by the magnet, and if I put it close to the baseline, it falls due to gravitational force. But now gradually I will take the nail upwards. Now I will pull it down. See that here the nail is floating. Here it's not going to the magnet and it's not even falling down. Now I will be taking a toothpick and I will move it here. See that it's actually floating. There's nothing in between the magnet or nail. But do you know why did it happen? It happens because here the magnetic force and the gravitational force, here their force is the same. So that's why it becomes neutral, and in this space the nail is floating. This area is called the space, and this is how everything floats in space. I hope that you liked my science experiments. Thank you.